is Colin from Deliveroo, and I'm going to show you how you can translate your ads and lenders, because for most of you, you guys don't speak 10 additional languages. You would have to use a translator sometimes. So basically, in the English-speaking countries like United States, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, you can obviously run your campaigns in English. However, let's say you run a campaign in Germany. You would have to run that campaign in German to relate to the audience. If you don't, you'll get a significantly lower click-through rate. So that's why we're using 1 hour translations to get the translations done by an expert. There are services out there cheaper or more expensive than 1 hour translations. However, I noticed that the price to quality ratio is very good. I haven't found anything cheaper that provides this kind of quality without any mistakes. So the button below this video will take you to 1 hour translations and you can sign up for an account. I have already an account, of course. Here I am. And you can see it's quite easy. You can choose from translation, proofreading, transcription, or translation plus editing. We're going for translation. Your source language. The source language I'm going to use is German. My target language is, let's say, French. What you will notice is that from English to any other language basically will get translated very fast, sometimes even within the hour. However, note that translations might take up to 24 hours. For instance, English to Danish, English to Belgium, like Dutch, French, hybrid mix. Those might take a little bit longer because there's not as many translators. If you want to do English to German, you probably have your translation in like 10 minutes. From very cheap. They translate 200 words per hour. We need business general. Don't need anything special. Then we're going to type the text, and what you're going to do is you're going to get your ad copy, which I usually save in a Word file on Google Drive, or I just take it straight from the ad in Ads Manager if I'm duplicating a campaign. But here I have the HTML lender. So what I do is, this is the lender which is in German, the lender you guys have. I'm going to take all the white copy, basically everything that has to be translated, and I'm going to put it in here. Then you will accumulate, of course, a bunch of text. Make sure that, I always like to do it like this, 1 point, 2 point, the next sentence, so you know you don't have a huge piece of text. If you translate, for instance, from English to Danish, and you can't read Danish, you don't know where you have to break the line. Keep that in mind. So make sure you, per sentence, you put it here, and then you remember the flow. 1 goes here, 2 goes here, 3 goes here. Else it will be very messy, and you probably won't be able to use it. Then you press apply, then it counts the words, and it shows you the price. So from German to French, it's 80 cents for this small piece. Then I always use, please use freestyle translation so it sounds good in the target language. Custom notes, no custom notes. That's it. And then you just review your order. And then this is what it is. So what I usually do when you go back, it says here costing credits, right? So what I do is I go back, and because we're doing many translations, else you have to make a payment for every single translation you do, sometimes up to 10 a day. So what I like to do is I load the account with like 100, 200 bucks without opening a new project. Then the account has 200 bucks and you only have to get one invoice. After that, you just get deducted from your account. That's why it says it requires 82 credits. What's also important is that as soon as you make the outline of the text, for instance, usually from English, when this lender provided to you in English, from English to German, save the outline. So the questions, these will always be different, right? However, the published on text, the copy answers, the registering, those will always be the same. This means that in future translations, you only have to translate either the headline or the questions. You already have the surrounding copy. For instance, in your ad copy, when you say click here as the headline in your ad for Facebook, then you don't have to translate that click here. It might sound like a little something, but these things add up. We have 85% of all the copy already translated. We only need to make them specific to the offer, which is the last 15%. This way you save 85% on your translation cost. When you're doing 10 translations a day, this might be $50 a day. So over a month, over a quarter, over a year, this can add up to a lot of money. Follow these simple guidelines. Click the button below to translate your campaigns with 1 hour translations for accurate translation. As soon as you receive your translations back, you get an email. So as soon as the order has been placed, you get an email. As soon as you get your project started by a translator, you get an email. And as soon as you get the project done by the translator, you get an email. This is what it looks like. So this is what I do. The Spotify 10-year anniversary, get 6 months of premium. This was a credit card submit offer I ran on Facebook. This offer is only for, are you Swedish? Yes, no. Then the translation was completed. You will find the original document here, which I gave them. So you can see, again, I do 1 line per sentence. And then this is the translation. So as you see, this is quite a long sentence. Because I have the question mark here, I know that this part is this. But if this would be without a question mark, I would have no idea where the sentence ends and where it begins. That's why it's important. This could have better be done on a separate sentence again. However, this is how it works. You just copy paste this into your Lander and ads, and then it's done. Very simple. You can give a quality rating if you're happy about the service. You hit submit. And I don't want to add him to my theme. Thank you. And that's exactly how you translate with 1 hour translations. Good luck.